Been years since the debate has been heavy. Which is better, console gaming or PC gaming? Who's the champion? The argument that has stood the test of time.
PlayStation or Xbox?
PC.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
you're a PC gamer.
Yeah.
I'm not the most consistent when it comes to making these videos, but I kind of had to get out of bed for this one. The Video Game Awards were about a few days to a week ago by whenever this is published. During the shenanigans, Microsoft decided it was the perfect time to reveal their new console. The Xbox Series X. Before I get into this whole thing, highlight how trash Microsoft's naming schemes have gotten. Like the Scarlet Project, like the Project X, Xbox One X. Like it's all what? Like, why can't you do it? I'm not trying to give too much props to PlayStation, even though I am more of a Sony fanboy. But why can't I have a consecutive a naming scheme that goes in a consecutive way where I can tell that one's just better than the other? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I know that 5 is the next one, and that it is better than 4. Maybe that's part of their marketing scheme now that I think about it. If you go to the store and you're looking for an Xbox One Series X and you look at an Xbox One X, you're probably going to be confused. Hey, Microsoft. I didn't think of it that way. Hey, maybe you're geniuses. I don't know. While revealing it, everyone's like excited, obviously, that the new console generation is upon us. Except for noticeably PC adopters. I think the reason we're not excited for the new console generation is that everything they're releasing is not, it doesn't compete with last gen specs of PC parts. I highlight, there's a guy from Sony that truthfully said a while ago that they're not, their biggest obstacle is obsolescence. They're selling you an inferior gaming experience in a nice little package. And I don't think they can leverage the cost like they used to. It used to be you buy a console because it's cheaper and faster access. Now that's more and more not the case. Let me get to the point of this video, which is probably along the same lines. The Xbox One X reveals itself. Everyone's excited. We can't wait to see what the new actual hands-on box will look like. And when it comes out, it's this. Pretty much it's a PC. The best that they could come out with was literally a PC. And I'm not even saying that as a hit. It's just the war is over. It's over by a pure. They conceded. Console conceded now. Like, this is what it is.
He ended the war. The machines are gone. The war is over, sir. The war is over.
They were like, we can't beat you. We're just gonna try to slide this in as it's not exactly PC yet. Especially if you caught the moves early with the Xbox Game Pass. You saw they were already trying to bridge into the market of PC so that they could this crossover could be done more fluid, which is actually brilliant. And this is not a knock. They've been making the right moves with being more friendly with PC because you're expanding your platform so that more people can get into your ecosystem easier. You know, signing on Xbox Live on your PC, that's a good move. That's a really good move. But I don't want to hear no more console versus PC. The white flag has been waved. It's over. It's game over. To highlight more of my next point, we actually have to go into the specs. So we'll see Xbox Series support 8K video and all that. So if we go to the Xbox Series X specs, the full specs are under wraps, right? But if we just go into the CPU. Now, when you brought up stuff like the CPU before, you were called the nerd and you try hard. Now these specs actually matter with the Series X 8-core 3.6 gigahertz custom AMD Zen 2 chip, which should improve every aspect of how games run. Now they're touting GDDR6 and SSDs to solve loading times. That's all well and good, but this highlights the fallacy that was the argument of console before this, that all the specs didn't matter. That was a bold-faced lie. It's one of those things where You try to disarm the other person of their weapon because you don't have anything to fight with. If I challenge you to a fight and I bring a spear and you show up with hands, what are you gonna say? Oh, only bitches use weapons. Suddenly you get a shiny lightsaber. Easily can melt through my spear. Now the conversation changes to, I've got the better weapon. Council was only waiting till they had a leg up. And I'm talking like Council and PC have personalities. That's what makes the argument fun.
Do you have any special talents?
But that's what makes it really ridiculous. They didn't even try. And I'm one of the, and this all comes from a person who formally defended Council to no end. You can ask any guy I hung out with back in the day. I would defend Council feverishly. And half of it was because I could never afford the computer. I could never afford the specs that would give me mods and all this kind of stuff. So, I would shit on it. But because I'm from that camp, I still know a few things that Council does amazingly well. I would say the uniformity of everyone having controllers was nice. They're moving away from that now with keyboard support, but that was nice. If you're playing a fighting game, I don't want anyone hooked up to like some kind of weird contraption to beat my ass. If I'm playing Battlefield Bad Company 2 or I was playing Halo, it was nice to know the person on the other side couldn't get a $300 keyboard or a $300 like trigger controller just beat my ass with. It was most likely everyone had a uniform standard. That was really nice. Proprietary software in some ways really helped like my young mind just jump into a game. It was easier to let go. Anyone will tell you who's on a PC that when you boot your machine up, it's kind of really hard to get lost in the game because there's so many things you can do with your PC that like you get lost as soon as you boot up and like, do I really want to play this game? If I wanted to play Nier this whole day and now I booted up and now I see Photoshop or I could work on a picture. It was really nice to kind of have that elimination of choice. And both of these are elimination of choice, but they were in a way that made your experience way more focused to me. That said, why would you buy this? If now in 2019, 2020 respectively, those are the arguments. Like, why would you buy a PC tower that has proprietary software? If you don't know what that means that software that dictates what you can do, how much power you can use, mods, or why would you get a PC tower that just plays games? That doesn't make any sense. Like, why would anyone choose this over just building a PC? I guarantee you your warranty's over if you open the box. Where this beast behind me, I can swap out any part at my leisure and be fine. There's no, if you can count Windows 10 as proprietary software, but it doesn't hold back me going under the hood and enhancing the engine. If this lets you keep your warranty and go under the hood, which I extremely doubt, given just the how it looks, given this little green light here and all that kind of stuff. If it does, I'll shoot them some bail. I'll shoot them some bail only on the stance that they are trying to make PCs like affordable. You know, like if you say this is a $500 or $600 price point, you could adopt this and have yourself a pretty good tower. If they're going that route, that's fine. But then this is where we get to the danger of when they start segregating the market. Sometimes people introduce stuff for competition and the market benefits from it. This isn't one of those cases. I don't see this being one of those cases. I don't see it working out well for anyone because you're still trapped in the console ecosystem, but you've got nowhere to go but Microsoft. If I'm rocking AMD parts and AMD messes up, I can switch to Intel. If AMD's messing up on graphics cards, I can switch to NVIDIA. Now, even there, we need some more diversity in that. But this is not what I want. I appreciate the concede from battle, console fans. Now we just gotta see what the PS5 does. I mean, the PS5 so far it looks like it's an actual console. If it's going up against a straight PC, I don't know exactly what it can do, but PlayStation might win it for me next round because I don't need another PC. Like if I'm looking for right here, it's out of view, but I have a PS4, a Pi, a streaming PC, like I'm set. Why would I want another PC here? You know, like if it's between this and the PS5 in the next console race, PS5 is going to win it for me again because it will be an actual console. If the dev kit pictures are to be believed, they could go this route too, and I'd say the same thing. Why? I'm not looking for you guys to jump in this market. I mean, I'm not. And it is a sucky position to be in, to know that you've hit the limit of what you're viable to do. You've hit the limit of what's acceptable for a console experience. PS4 and the Xbox One X are pretty much it. Because after that, you're going into PC territory. And if I have this and this, what's the point? Why would I have a third one? Are you willing to tell me that there are enough Xbox fanboys that are gonna, you know what? Let me not even say that. Console fanboys are crazy. As a former one, they might actually do this. I had someone arguing that Call of Duty wasn't, Call of Duty microtransactions weren't really that bad for players, just don't buy them. So it never amazes me that those people exist out there who I know are just gonna be like, oh, you're the target. You're the zebra trying to get away from the lion. You're dead. Guys, just build a PC. You can email me and I will send you a list to order from Micro Center or Newegg, and we'll get that cost down, and you'll probably spend the same price and have all the same bells and whistles with opportunity to grow, with no ceiling. Don't be impressed by fancy words like SSD. They are really affordable now. They're even making them with bigger heat shields so they can like write even faster if you get like a tower and want to spend that sort of money. They're not that impressive anymore. All these things they're saying, everything on this list is not that impressive anymore. I appreciate you conceding. You were Sintra in the new Witcher series. Oh, you folded. Council handed out those bottles to everybody while they're sipping and jumping from windows. Oh boy. Oh boy.